Minasan konnichiwa. Thanks for clicking on today's video. I'm glad to have you here. Today, we're talking about Japanese adjectives. So, before we get into the lesson itself, let's go over what we're doing today. First, we're going to be talking about the two main uses of adjectives. We're going to go over the two kinds of different Japanese adjectives. And then we're going to go over some example sentences to see the adjectives in action. As always, be ready to take notes, get what you need, and let's go ahead and get started. So right off the bat, I want to tell you something about how adjectives work in Japanese that should make it a little bit easier for you as you tackle this new challenge. As we've seen before, Japanese sentences have different forms from English sentences. The word order is going to be different. But something nice about using simple sentences with adjectives is that, for the most part, the word order is actually pretty similar to English. The biggest change is going to be that verbs are still at the end of the sentence, but since that's pretty consistent in Japanese anyway, it shouldn't give you any problems. So first, let's take a look at the structure of using adjectives with nouns in Japanese. The first one is noun ga adjective des, meaning a noun is adjective. The second structure is adjective noun des, meaning that it's an adjective noun. That might be a bit hard to follow without real words in those sentences. So let's take a look at two examples. Kuruma ga takai desu. The car is expensive. Takai kuruma desu. It's an expensive car. So you can see in the first sentence we have the car is expensive. The car is something. The car is expensive. In the second sentence we have it's what? It's an expensive car. So as you can see from the color coding of the sentences, the noun and adjective are in the same position relative to each other as they are in English. So as we keep practicing and you see different contexts, you'll get the hang of it. Now in Japanese, there are two kinds of adjectives. There are i adjectives and na adjectives. I adjectives end in the letter I, and na adjectives can end in an I sound or they might end in something else. But the main difference is this. If you have an I adjective before a noun, you just slap it right on. If you have a na adjective before a noun, you have to put a na between the adjective and the noun. Now, no matter whether it's an I adjective or na adjective, if it's after the noun before des, you don't have to put anything between the noun and the adjective. You just slap it right on after the noun and add des to make your statement. That's pretty much it for the grammar that we're going over today. Pretty simple, no? So as always, we're going to go over 10 sentences now to analyze the structure and understand the meaning. I went ahead and color-coded the sentences for you, so you can match the Japanese words to their English counterparts. But don't worry if you're having some trouble following along. Reading the sentences as a whole and just trying to understand them as set phrases works just fine for now too. So without further ado, let's take a look at those sentences. Michael wa ii tomodachi desu. Michael is a good friend. Ramen ga oishii desu. Ramen is delicious. これは美味しいラーメンです. This is delicious ramen. スポーツが面白いです. Sports are interesting. 野球は面白いスポーツです. Baseball is an interesting sport. 夏は暑いです. Summer is hot. 今日は暑い日です. Today is a hot day. 冬が寒いです. Winter is cold. 寒い天気です. It's cold weather. 子供が元気です. The children are energetic. 元気な子供です. They are energetic children. オフィスが静かです. The office is quiet. 静かなオフィスです. It's a quiet office. 東京は有名です. Tokyo is famous. 有名な都市です. It's a famous city. 服が同じです. The clothes are the same. 同じ服です. They are the same clothes. 携帯が便利です. Cell phones are convenient. 便利な携帯です. It's a convenient cell phone. Good job. We made it to the end. Next time, we're going to be talking about conjugating adjectives and using them in the past tense, so stay tuned for next week's lesson. As always, I want to thank you for watching and completing today's lesson with me. Remember to press the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you stay up to date with my new videos. Give the video a like if you liked it, and help others find the Japanese lessons that are helping you learn. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Mata kondo!